Here we go on the top end. I blew out the dirt from around the fins and everything. This is an air-cooled engine, hence why we have, I didn't blow any dirt off the front. Hence why we have all the cooling fins here. I probably missed some dirt in the back, maybe. But since we're done with the bottom, done with the sides, let's take off this tower up here. Looks like we start with a 5mm hex to get the valve covers off. These engines, I think, do need valve cover adjustment or valve adjustment, so we'll see how to do that underneath here. And then once the valve is off, looks like we have, what did I guess, 14mm bolts here. Probably comes off a stud. So we're gonna get this off, take 2, 4, 6, double that up, 12. Take all those off and we should be able to lift this valve cover off and dig in to see what's going on. Valve cover up, and we look pretty good in here. A little bit of fresh oil down there. Cover looks good. We'll keep all the bolts with it. Go list it right away. I don't see any way to adjust the valves, so I guess these are hydraulic. Well, we're not looking at valves yet. These are our rockers. Intakes. Yeah, I don't see any way to adjust it. All right, so here's our cover. The Yix, as I have gathered, was a feature on the Yamahas that spun the air in and made more horsepower. Sure, why not? I am not sure what a manual would say, but I lifted this valve guide straight out from this place here. Interesting, you can see right down in there. There's not a chance that this is gonna loosen up for any reason, but these are 10mm bolts, so maybe there's a way I can get this out. This is our timing chain, looks really beautiful. There's a little bit of rust on the valve, on the rockers, but it comes off if you rub it with steel wool. Yeah, so it's a little bit loose. I think I'm gonna have to probably remove these bolts to separate the gears, and then maybe I can wiggle them out. But we'll take these bolts out and keep working. I got the bolt out of the bottom of this one, the first one, so that shimmied the sprocket to the side, and I was able to get around this chain. And now all I have to do is move the chain aside and lift this one out. And yeah, I'm sure there's ways to adjust these because it looks like a bucket and shim system. Yeah, I don't adjust valves very often, only on the Yamaha retro scooter. So I can just put the other screw back in. I don't even have to get this one out. So there's all those good guys. And like I said, these are cleaning up pretty good. Hopefully I can save them enough. Oh yeah, that's just pretty much wiping off. There we go. Okay, there's the guide for the chain. Set that over there. Now, let's just clean this up. Yeah, it's just a little bit of mess. Where's my towel? And then let's take out the bolts that look like they're holding the heads on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's something rubber down in here. Don't know what that was. There's one in there too. Yeah, I guess they belong there. Those guys up top, they keep getting stuck on my impact. Luckily, they were just caps. They had this little washer there. But got 2 of them stuck on in my impact. Probably if I was using a steel one, it wouldn't have been so bad. But now we have 10, 10, 12, 12. And then on this side, 10, 10. And I think that'll do it. There is a bolt going in here. That might need to come out. And one here. Looks like a 12. That might need to come out too. We'll see. I feel like I missed something because this isn't coming free, but Maybe I didn't tap it hard enough. I did pull out the, oh, my mind. The adjuster, the hydraulic, the timing chain adjuster here. That goes right in the back. There's only one, because there's only one chain. So, we'll clean that up, see what it's worth. Oh, so I guess as this has a spring behind it, and as the chain wears out, it locks in this. So if I pull this out, I can push it back and reset it. But as it does that, and it needs more, it just pops out to the next one. And now since there's no pressure on it, it goes the whole way out. All right, interesting. Want to see what's under these buckets? Let's grab a magnet. It's the easiest way to do it. Lift out the bucket. There's your valve. I guess that's the keepers in there. And I guess that's your shim. I don't know. Anybody want to tell me if these are adjustable? Definitely not a screw type, but there's your bucket coming right out of there. All of them should. Yeah, all right. So there we go. Slide back in. Make sure you don't force them. They're supposed to slide in and out very easily, but that's your valve under there. That's why this is a valve cover on top of here. Oh, yeah, like I said, don't force it. Now I feel like I'm gonna destroy it. This is loose, interestingly enough. I'm not sure why. All right, I'm gonna be careful. Why am I doing this to all of them? Just showing you that this is what you do. And I gotta figure out if I missed anything here. I do see other spots that there could be a bolt right there, but oh, I might be separating. Might not. It's been together a long time, friends. I'm not getting anywhere with the top, so let's pull out the engine bolts from the bottom. Got all the bolts out of the bottom. There they are, 10s and 12s. Now I flipped it back over. I think they're all 10s up here on the back of the case. So I'm gonna pull all these free. There is our ground wire. And that's a 12, probably. The rest look like 10s, so I'm gonna pull these all out. There were two 12mm bolts back here, and then the rest were 10s, I believe. I took off the bracket that holds the clutch line, and here's our number if anybody wants to tell me what year this 750 Maxim is. 15R001904. Be fun to find out. I think I had 82s, maybe 81. I don't think I had any 83s, so that's probably what we're dealing with. There is a bolt here. I don't know what that holds, but it looks interesting, so I'll try to get that one out. Otherwise, I think I got all the ones I can reach. This should be falling apart for me, but it's not yet. So maybe the bottom will fall out, but like I said, I should get that one before we get too far here. I think I got the bottom loose, and I'm carefully going around it. And I would say this is probably holding it in place, these star bits holding that final drive shaft in there. So let's get that loose, and then I think we can separate these guys. Yep, that got us free. Then we just had to tap this spot yet to get this open. So what are we gonna find on the bottom of this engine? Yeah, a bunch of rust, some transmission in the bottom case. This is what we're seeing in the bottom of a Yamaha Maxim. It sat in there with water. There is our crankshaft. It's probably not really that bad. Where's my towel? There we go. Yeah, it's just surface, really. That's great. That'll clean right up. That'll clean right up. You can buy it. That's a heavy crankshaft there. There is, oh, now we can get our shift drum out. All this for that. All this for that, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Still don't see our starter clutch I think it's there. Is that our starter clutch? Yeah, probably. Buried down in the middle. All right, so what happens if I wiggle this out? Oh, it comes free. Good, good. And then there's our clutch. Final drive goes out right there. So now we have the bottom of our engine. I bet these pistons are locked in there. It's probably one reason I couldn't get the top off, or maybe there's some bolts going through. Something was keeping this valve cover, this valve body in there, but I never really figured out what. Yeah, well, I don't know. I never turned this one. This is probably not moving. It's probably another reason. Something's rusted in there. All right, well, there you go. Bottom off. A lot of work to get to this. Okay, that chain is free there, so we could just lift this out. I just saw a guide go falling. There's a bearing here that's no longer in use. Not even sure what that was doing in there. Something was going through there. Here's our final drive gears. I'll have to lift that out. But there is our clutch basket connected to transmission. All right, so we finally got our clutch basket out. Which in turn, I think this is our one-way clutch, one-way starter clutch. It's probably this guy, which is also why you have to take the whole bottom end of the engine off to get to it, which is also why nobody does it, which is also why it's probably fine, and Yamaha built a solid system. These go with the thing I took out last. What was that? These bolts. There you go. All right. Well, we'll continue at this. As I said, there's our shift dogs. Everything looks good. And we'll have to figure out how to lift this out. Probably slides. Oh, yep, it's on this side. I could probably slide this shaft through and make this free. Yep, it's working its way out this side. And then this will be free, and then I can kind of get the drum out. Just pushing it back again. Come on. It's nice and oily. Oily. All right, I'm gonna look at how much time I have in this. Probably finish up on the next video. So I will see you then. Get out and ride or tear down your spare engines. Like I said, first time we took apart a Maxim. It's not in bad shape inside here. It's amazing, these engines, when they are neglected, they still look good in the end. All right, guys. We'll get to that starter clutch. Just two. Wait, there's a third one. There's a bike going by. I don't know who or what that was. There you go. Shift dogs. Fingers. Shift fingers. And now that, I think that can slide one way or the other. Shift drum. Excellent. I think I can just get it to go this way. No. Yes. Turn it. I don't know. There's a bearing here, and there's a giant seal and bearing there. It has to come this way. I think it's already free. Something's holding it in. Careful, guys, you're gonna cut yourselves. All right. Keep at it. You got these? Woo! 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 Boop! Starter clutch. Should be able to lift this right out if you're level. Come on. I don't think you're connected to anything now. Oh yeah, this little thing is holding you in place. Get that out of there. Whoop! I pushed it right out. Haha! Freedom. 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 Got to give what it takes, yeah. Freedom. Freedom, come on. Freedom. You got to give what it takes, yeah. Whew. The golden goose. One-way clutch, it only goes this way. Can't go backwards. It works. Oh! Bearing. Dirty bearing. All right. Wow. Who wants a starter clutch? That's what you're here for, right? All right. Transmission.